put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones.
The EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On the set.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ultra.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, Patterson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Let's
3
go.
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come to me. Stop. 17.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. But here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Ready.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Hightower just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Murray now. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams calculated points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Dante Hightower. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. It here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Murray again. Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Prater's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First carry for James Conner. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
All right, let's go. All about 2 here.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hey,
They'll throw now on the final play. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing was on the credit more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you can see in the next chance stats that run 62 yards in the air. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure was on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now it's the backup Mariota. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and 3. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Hey. Whoa. Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
Here's Murray from midfield. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Running the counter, Patterson. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They're going to look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And the lead will hold at 13. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ready, break.
In motion goes the tight end. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
First down, Murray. And he rifles throws one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Murray now. Dorsett making the catch. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Murray a give. This is Connor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, it's Connor. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ballgame. This to perhaps salt this one away. Prater's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that would seem to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who
threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later.
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Connor going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for watching and so long.